What's up guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review of the 2018 CBR 650F. This model obviously is the full black with red decals. Don't know really what to say. I mean, these bikes are fantastic to ride. The engine is very smooth. For a 650, I mean, I'm used to riding older bikes, so tend to make a lot more noise, but I mean this one particularly, I mean you ride down the road at 6,000 RPM and you can barely hear it. I mean, it is quiet. It is a very quiet bike. A few things I pick out that I do like is the exhaust side mounted here rather than a big can that hangs off the back covering the wheel. They have the headers for the exhaust showing on the side here, so I mean I don't know, it's just a nice design aspect of the bike. Yeah, I mean, aesthetics wise there's not a lot to say about them. They're not really showy bikes. I do like the design of the wheels, the swept back sort of look of it. Rear hugger comes standard on these models. Yeah, I mean, space wise under the seat there's not a huge amount. You might fit a can of Coke, that's about it, nothing else. It does come with tools, you know, the general that comes with bikes really. Cons, I'd say main problem with this bike that I found is the headlight. It really is rubbish. I mean, you don't have an option to turn the headlights off with most modern bikes now. It's always dip beam. You can't change that. It's always on. That's fine. I mean, when you're riding at night down the road, there's no other cars on the road's not lit. This headlight does barely anything. I mean, you can see a few feet, that's about it. You have to turn the high beams on. Yeah, it's if you've got cars coming the other way, you can't turn them on, you can't see anything in front of you, you just have to guess where the road is. It's kind of useless. Speed wise, I'd say, I mean, the bike is very quick. I mean, the first time I got on one of these, because I used to own one of these myself, and yeah, a couple of years back I had one. The first time I got on it after my 125, I mean, I was up the road before I could even realise I was there. They are quick, and I do like some of the options that come with it. I mean, you can have the option to have a quick shifter fitted here, so obviously you don't need to pull the clutch in, change up gears, change back down again. I don't think the Honda system allows you to do that, so you do need to pull the clutch in to do that. Yeah, I mean, I haven't ridden it too much today. It's a frosty day. It is cold, but yeah, it is a very nice bike. Now, the dash cluster is a bit basic. You don't get all the mod cons. I mean, you don't get temperature, you don't get any of the extras really. It's just rev count, time, trip, and that's obviously current speed, and that's it. This is the startup. Fuel injected, obviously. I would say if you're going to get one of these bikes, go for a tail tidy kit, because this is ugly. I mean, it's a nice looking bike, shame about that. Yeah, as I was saying about it being quiet, listen to this. The starter motor is louder than the actual engine. Give her a quick walk around. See what I mean about the headlight though. Not very bright. It is LED. very nice bike. You can pick these up about £5,000 second hand UK. Shame, I mean, they give you a LED headlight, but the indicators unfortunately are still standard bulbs, which may be something I guess you'd upgrade at a later date if you were to go for one of these. I don't know, it's an aesthetic. I just prefer to have LED lights. Rider's perspective. As I said, I've owned one of these bikes before. They are very nice bikes to ride around on. I had mine for a couple of years before I changed over to a VFR. It is, yeah, it's a great all-round. I mean, I used to use this bike, not this one in particular. I had a red one. I used to use it for all, you know, riding all year round throughout the winter, the summer, you name it. And yeah, I never had any issues with it. I mean, it does not come with traction control. It has ABS, standard, no traction control, unfortunately. So if you find yourself in a bit of a, you know, horrible conditions on the road and you open the throttle, yeah, it's gonna spin the wheel. But like I say, it does have ABS, which is obviously brilliant. If you need to stop in a hurry and you grab a little bit too much of the brake, then it's gonna stop. It's not gonna slide out from underneath you. Now, it does have pillion foot pegs. The seat's not great, unfortunately. People did complain that the seat is very uncomfortable, especially not for longer rides. Yeah. The levers for the clutch and brake are very long. I mean, well, the clutch in particular, if you pull it in, you'll see it. I mean, it extends further than the actual grip itself, which I don't know. I just prefer having a smaller, keeping one finger on the grip and then just having a smaller lever there. But I don't know. That's just down to preference, I guess. I mean, they're cheap enough on eBay. You can always pick up styles to suit whatever you like, really. When it comes down to the clutch, though, I mean, it is a very nice clutch. It's easy to use. You'd have to keep up on your maintenance, though, because it, as you can see, it is a cabled clutch. So yeah, you get water in there, it could rust. It's yeah, it's cable. So yeah, I mean, those are my thoughts about this bike. It's a great all-rounder. They're not very expensive, easy to pick up second hand or new. I mean, they're cheap enough new as well. Tell me what you think. Let me know down in the comments your opinions, whether you've had these bikes before, any troubles you've had. Obviously it's not a particular design aspect of the bike or anything in particular, but I used to find, weirdly, that I would kill a lot of animals riding this bike. Like, not like any other bike I've owned before. I'd ride down the road and, you know, a deer would run out in front for no reason. A bird would swoop down and hit the headlight and just explode, you know. This bike in particular, I've not had that on any other bikes, but CBR 650F, I don't know, has a thing against small animals. Thanks guys, thanks for watching.